Just at the time, the feds feared it was part of a possible dry run for a terror attack. Court documents showing a U.S. district judge dropped the charges earlier this month at the request of a federal prosecutor. The prosecutor citing new information in the case. So far, though, no word on what that new information is.
A Queen Creek man accused of trying to bribe a court clerk with $500 to forge documents for him. This is video from Pinal County of David Demansky's arrest. We're told the clerk asked him to write out his plan and send it to her official Pinal County email account. Once he did that, sheriff's detectives moved in. According to officers, Demansky wanted his family to think he'd been arrested so they'd send him money.
Well, for the first time, we're hearing a chilling recorded conversation. Police say details a Valley businessman's plan to kill his wife. As ABC 15's Corey Rengel explains, an audio tape suggests the business owner offered to pay one of his workers to hide his wife's body.
And I've got a super secret situation I want to discuss with you. What I need is somebody I can trust.
Phoenix police say Fred Nadler trusted one of his workers to help him kill Nadler's wife and offer the worker a lot of money to help out.
I've got $10,000 I was going to give you just right up front. Give you $10,000 a year for the rest of the time you're at Arizona Shower Doors.
According to the conversation, secretly recorded by his employee who worked at Arizona Shower Doors, Nadler says he would give the worker the money if he helped get rid of his wife's car and found a remote area to dig a hole to bury his wife's body.
I will give you a bundle to put in that hole. Okay. I'm not telling you what's going to be in the bundle, be wrapped in a blanket or a sheet or something. Okay.
At the time, Nadler and his wife were going through a bitter divorce, and he claims he needed her dead because she wanted millions of dollars in the divorce settlement.
Well, I got to be able to trust you because I don't want to go to jail for the rest of my life either. You think I want to?
But that's just what may happen. Nadler, who is 74 years old, is now in jail charged with conspiracy to commit murder. Corey Rengel, ABC 15 News.
State lawmakers have agreed on a do-over vote on a controversial birth control bill. The bill would allow employers to drop health insurance coverage for birth control on religious grounds. The Senate narrowly rejected the bill yesterday, but Republican Senator Nancy Barto of Scottsdale was able to get a reconsideration vote approved today. That vote can be held any time before the legislative session ends. The bill would allow any employer to opt out of birth control coverage if they cite religious or moral objections.
Act like your job is on the line. That is the message one group is delivering to state lawmakers. Arizona Working Families holding a rally at the state capitol today. The group delivered more than 20,000 signatures to politicians. It's demanding lawmakers focus on the economy instead of passing bills that are part of an agenda. And one of those is a right-to-work bill for government employees.
We don't want employees to become at-will employees. We don't want them to go to work with the fear that they might be terminated for any reason at all, whether it be because somebody else's relative needs that job or because they don't like the color of the shirt that they're wearing.
If the right-to-work bill for government employees passes, it could open up the doors for costly lawsuits, which could end up costing you, the taxpayer, millions of dollars.
Those deadly wildfires burning southwest of Denver are now blamed for at least 2 deaths, and more than 24 homes have been destroyed. The fire's only about 15% contained. It started Monday when a so-called controlled burn got out of control. Colorado's governor toured the fire zone today. He has suspended controlled burns in order to review. Hundreds of evacuees are still out of their homes, and hot, windy weather on the way this weekend may keep them away.
And we're going to get some of that hot, windy weather of our own. We have a system coming in. It's really the same one that will be affecting Utah and Denver eventually. But Saturday, winds start to pick up around our state. Out near Bullhead City and Kingman, wind advisories have already been put in effect for Saturday, where we could see winds up to 30 miles per hour and gusts to 45. Here in the valley, just some breezes. And as we track winds for you now around the state, they're really not bad. Light breezes in Flagstaff, Winslow, and Safford, and Douglas getting in at 20-mile-per-hour winds. So some pretty strong breezes blowing down there. But here in the valley, looking at winds less than 10 miles per hour, temperatures in the low to mid 80s at this point. 82 in Scottsdale, Mesa, and Goodyear, and 84 in Glendale. By about 8 o'clock tonight, 79 for you. We'll wake up to 60 tomorrow morning here in Phoenix, and then top out tomorrow afternoon at 90 degrees. Looking at our first 90-degree day of the year for tomorrow. I'll let you know how long these 90s will be sticking around coming up in your full forecast.
Now to our ever-rising gas prices, and President Obama today saying we're getting hit twice twice. He says we're paying at the gas pump and again by having our tax dollars support oil companies. So he's calling on Congress to end tax breaks for big oil. The president said the money could be better spent on developing clean energy.
With record profits and rising production,